Finally a sunny day here in frigid northern Illinois. Thought I'll come out here and try. It's a great opportunity to try this lens. 55 and 210 millimeter STM kit lens. Is this lens good enough to go birding?
The Cheap Lens Challenge!
Right off the top, I will note I did buy this lens with my own money. So let's talk about this lens first. It was released in the spring of 2023. Designed specifically for APS-C style cameras like the R10, R50, or the R7. It's a basic telephoto zoom lens with optical image stabilization. At 55 to 210 millimeter, with the 1.6 crop factor, that'll give you an equivalent of 88 to 336 millimeter zoom range, and an aperture of f5 to 7.1 at the long end. This lens costs $409 brand new, but it can be had for much less on the used market.
One advantage, it's pretty light. So it's got that going for it. Now looking out around some huge Canon lens. K-A-N-N-O-N. Canon. I can't spell.
And speaking of Canons, unless you're a really super serious photographer, you're going to be shelling out some serious money for some of these lenses. Check out these prices. That's just not realistic for a beginner getting into photography. At least with this lens, you're not going to need a second mortgage.
It's not a bad lens. I like it. In the dark, it's not that great. I guess you get what you pay for. Well, for being very inexpensive, not a bad package.
So I ran into a problem while I was out there. It was cold. I was cold. The birds were cold. They were few and far between. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought. Eventually, I found some of our fine feathered friends.
A whole bunch of birds in here. See if this lens can get them. They're not too far from you, about 50 to 100 feet.
The challenge now is going to be the limited focal range. Will this lens be fast enough to keep up? So you may be wondering what my camera settings were for this exercise. I shot in shutter priority mode. The shutter button was set to high speed continuous plus. Auto ISO, electronic shutter, not mechanical, at 1/500th of a second, and the autofocus was set to animal detection. I managed to take a whole bunch of photos. Here are the 4 best images with both the raw and the final version from Lightroom. The limitations of this lens did become apparent very quickly, but I still managed to capture a few good ones. The autofocus system had a hard time trying to keep up with the small moving targets. Obviously, this lens is not going to be able to compete with its higher priced cousins, but it's better than nothing. So if you're just starting out, I still think this is a decent choice. Here are some of the duds that I took. Yeah, these are pretty bad.
You might be wondering, is it usable? Yeah, I'd say so. Up to a certain point. You're not going to get somebody out or an animal out really far away. But if you're just out shooting ducks or birds and trees or nearby within 100 to 200 feet, I think you'd be okay. But yeah, you're not going to be super telephoto half mile away. There's no way. But for little stuff like this, yeah, I'd say it's usable.
Well, my luck pretty much ran out at this point. I couldn't find any more birds to photograph.
I'm heading back. My face is frozen. In conclusion, the lens is okay. It'll work. It's very windy out here. But it definitely has its limitations. But if you have no budget whatsoever, this is a good lens if you have no budget. All right, time to get inside.